If your Amazon Handmade application was rejected and you have no idea why, there is one thing that Amazon doesn't make very clear on the application, and this video should help you fix it quickly. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with your actual products. So let's jump right in. I've gotten a couple of comments on some of my videos about their application getting rejected and going in and fixing one little thing and then it got approved. There is a couple of things that you can do right from the start to make sure you don't get rejected. After looking into it, they realized they didn't have a professional seller account set up. And this is something that Amazon doesn't make very clear on the actual application itself. And it's only visible that you need to have this set up if you scroll down the page when you first start your application and before you ever get over to the actual application itself. And honestly, this happens to a lot of people more than you would probably realize. Let's break down what you need to actually do before you start your application. First thing you need to do before you get started on your actual Amazon Handmade application is to set up your professional seller account. This is key to your application getting approved. So think of it like this. Your professional seller account gives you access to Seller Central and gets your account set up. If you don't have this set up, there's nowhere for Amazon to attach your approval to for your Amazon Handmade application. That's one of the reasons why your application could get rejected immediately with no real reason as to why. There's one other thing that can happen when you're setting up your account that could stop your account from getting approved. You want to make sure that you choose professional seller account, not the individual seller plan. So the individual seller plan is you get charged per listing or per sale, and the professional seller account is a set monthly rate, which we'll get to in a minute, but you want to make sure that you pick the actual professional account so that they know you're a legitimate business and you're not just selling one or two things. So the professional seller plan gets you access to pretty much everything in Seller Central and doesn't just one-off the settings or options inside Seller Central itself. That will also allow you to apply for Handmade, and then Amazon has somewhere to attach your approval to, and it'll unlock some of the tools that you may need later. And yes, it is $39.99 a month, but once you're approved, that fee is waived and you don't have to pay that fee every month. And you only have to have one active handmade product to waive that fee. You don't need, if you want to sell other things, you're welcome to sell other things inside the Amazon marketplace. You just have to have that one handmade item that is available. Don't let the fee scare you away from choosing the right option, because if you truly are handmade, then you will not have to pay that fee. Let's talk about why this can be confusing. So when you first jump over to Amazon Handmade, you'll log in or sign up and you can jump right over to the application. That's why it's a little confusing, is it doesn't make it very clear at the very beginning of the actual application page that you need to have an account set up. To be honest, it should automatically, when you go to sign up or log in, it should let you know that you need an account set up. I highly recommend setting this up separately from any personal Amazon accounts you have to keep everything separate and keep your business as a business and not attach it to your personal information. Technically, you're joining a special program or department inside Amazon, so this is separate from just having an account. If you're on the actual website, it won't work on your mobile device, but if you're on the website, you can actually go up to the search bar and you can filter by department, and there's actually a handmade section under departments. So you're trying to get into that specific department. Now, you don't have to sort by handmade. When someone goes to type in to look for your item, you'll still show up in the regular search, but if they're looking specifically for handmade items, then you will show up in that quote unquote department page as well. Amazon doesn't check this for you to make sure that you've applied to a professional seller account, and they don't make sure that it's set up correctly. And that's kind of the gap in the system, that they don't check that for you. Just make sure that you do that ahead of time and you should be good to go. If you do get rejected, here's a couple of things that you can look at. One, you can check to make sure that you actually have your account set up properly. and make sure that you have all your information filled in. So say you did set up your professional seller account, but maybe you forgot to fill in something, then you can always double check and make sure all your things are filled in and that you have that all set up correctly, and then that should help. The other thing you can do is make sure you have very clear photos and very good descriptions inside your application. That's another thing that sometimes trips people up. Once you've completed your identity verification and your tax information and you've got your application submitted, if it gets rejected, you can just go in and double check all that info, and there should be a reason typically for the rejection, especially if it's not related to having your account set up correctly. There should be something that kind of gives you an idea of why it was rejected. And most sellers who go in and fix some of these things that could be an issue get approved pretty quickly the second time through. So just something to keep in mind. And no, if you're rejected, it doesn't blacklist you from applying again. Now, I will say that if you apply a second time and you're still rejected, I would either reach out to Amazon or you can leave a comment below and we can take a look at it. But typically you get approved the second time through and there's not really another rejection later. If your application was rejected, don't assume that it was your business isn't right for Amazon or that your products weren't good enough. It could just be one little thing that's stopping you from getting approved. And once you understand how Amazon's structure is set up, everything is a little bit clearer and a little bit easier to manage. If you were rejected, don't reapply blindly. I have a free getting started checklist down in the description box below that will help you understand what you need to have ready to go so you don't get rejected, or if you got rejected, things you can check on. And if you want to eliminate the learning curve entirely, I have a little mini course about getting your Amazon account set up, and that will be linked down in the description box as well. So I hope this helps and you can apply more confidently and get approved quickly, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.